Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria if you're new, and today's video is talking about my journey into medical school. So if you don't know, I am a final year medic at King's College London. So I kind of just wanted to discuss exactly how I got into medical school. Before we begin, if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Road to 1k. So yeah, let's get into the video. For me, I would say I kind of took looking into medicine properly when I think from like year 9, year 10 actually. It was kind of early. Mom kind of put the idea in my head, and I was going to medical school courses. I don't really know how to describe it. I remember it was at UCL. I would go there like every now and then, and it was like a whole weekend, and it was kind of just like teaching us about some medical school topics, and like I did enjoy it. I've always been interested in sciences anyway, and I was really good at maths as well. So like those are like my main two. For GCSEs, I got 6 A stars, 4 A's. So obviously like that's kind of what you need to get into medical school. For AS I chose maths, chemistry, biology and psychology, and then I dropped psychology for A2. For medicine, I know you have to study chemistry. To be honest, I enjoyed the subjects anyway. They would have been what I would have chosen regardless of what, if I went into medicine or not. Year 12 is like when you start applying for medical school. So luckily for me, I've kind of just always been doing extracurricular stuff. I'm really sporty, so I was part of the netball team, the football team, you know, I did athletics, so I kind of had that like all under my belt anyway. Like in year 12, I volunteered to do Age UK. So I would go and visit an elderly lady once a week, and to just kind of help her how to use her computer. But honestly, like it was more than that. Like I'd go and I'm probably one of the few people she would see and actually, you know, talk to, so I know she really appreciated that. I was also deputy head girl, and my thing was I was head of key stage 3. I was really good doing various events as well for them. I also was a mentor to a girl in year 7. I also taught at a primary school once a week, and it was like maths and English, and I was really good as well. So it's kind of like I had like all this stuff under my belt to, you know, write in my personal statement. I remember for my personal statement, I initially went down the route of, oh, like, you know, when I got burnt and like how the doctors helped me, so that's what made me want to be a doctor, which was a complete lie because I was literally like 8 months. You don't remember, so why are you trying to say that when that happened I wanted to be a doctor? Like it was obviously a lie. Like my form tutor was like, start over again, should I rewrite it, should I take it all out? At the time I was like, you don't understand. I was like, you know, like, what do you mean? But I'm so glad that she did, because I completely went like a different way, and you kind of don't realize many people applying for medicine that they're going to say the same thing, like something happened, and then I realized I wanted to be a doctor, and it's like, no, like you kind of want to make yourself stand out. I kind of went down the route of, I used to read this biology review magazine that I got sent once a month. So, you know, I kind of just talked about stuff that was in the magazine, or something a bit different, and obviously like talked about all the extracurricular stuff that I did, and you know how it links to like building all these skills and, you know, teamwork, blah blah, and all that gets linked into when you're a doctor. So when you apply for university in England, you can only apply for 4 medical schools, and then your 5th choice is, it can't be medicine, it has to be something else. So my 4 medical schools that I chose were Bath, King's College, Leicester and St George's in London. Reasons for me picking those universities were, I kind of was like, I don't want to do BMAT. I was like, that's a lot of work. I just couldn't be bothered. I was like, there's no university that had me dying that I wanted to go, but I was going to do the BMAT, so I was just like, okay, so it's the UKCAT. Guys, I know a lot of you are going to be asking me, what did I get for my UKCAT? It was a very long time ago, like literally like I just want to say I did my UKCAT in like 2014, I think. I literally cannot remember. Obviously it was good enough because man's out here in 5th year, but I genuinely cannot remember. What I remember is like the maths part, I was banging. Yeah, I got way above average. While the English part, yeah, I got 500 and stuff. Like mine was low. I actually think I got like 530. Like it was really bad, but I think my average was around like 680, something like that. I think between like 650 and 680. I got 3 offers out of 4. Bar just looked at your personal statement. They don't even look at anything else, so obviously my personal statement was not good enough for bar. But I was like, it's cool, I didn't want to go there anyway. I kind of just picked universities that weren't too far from London, because I was like, medicine's a really long course. You didn't want to be away from London for that long. So yeah, I kind of picked ones that were, you know, kind of close to London, but also that I knew I'd have a good chance of getting in. So I kind of looked at how they use the UKCAT, like what schools you kind of needed to get. So my first interview was at Leicester. Yeah, I already, as soon as I left, I was like, that interview was ass. Like it was so bad, it was really bad. But luckily my King's one was literally like the week after, and the King's one, I smashed it. I knew as soon as I left, I was like, yeah, I'm getting in, and no joke, like within 2 weeks King's got back to me and said that I got a place. And so I didn't even end up going to my St George's interview. Like I told him, I was like, oh, I've already got my offer, so I don't need to go. But all my interviews were late February, and then the St George's one was in March. So I found out pretty late. So from what I remember, you send off your application in like October, I think. And I didn't get my first response until January. So like in that period I was kind of just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, am I gonna get in, am I not, I don't know. But you know, like just waited a bit and I got it in the new year, so it was fine. Like for me and my journey, come from a single parent household. I lived on an estate literally until 2 years ago. You know, low income family. Like I'm kind of like a statistic, like I shouldn't really be getting into medical school, but my mum really did work hard. Like she wanted this for me, like, you know, she was dying for it. You want it? I'm dying for it. Like she wanted it badly, and you know, I really do appreciate all the work that she put in. Like I remember, like she was the one that would help me find the medical courses that I was going to when I was in secondary school. When it came to like revision as well, like there was some revision course that I went to. I was literally like £500, and like she paid for me to go for when it was like my AS levels and for my A2. By the way, I forgot to say that I did get 3 A's, which is what I needed back then, back in the olden days. I think now you have to have an A star. Success is a mixture of like obviously putting in the hard work. Like yes, like I was naturally smart, but I put in those hours. Like I was a nerd, like I enjoyed studying, so I didn't mind. There's also a bit of luck. Like I know I definitely got lucky. I think my first bit of luck was the secondary school that I went to, because initially I didn't get in. I went to an all-girls school in Parsons Green. You know, I think it definitely did have a big effect of, you know, where I kind of am now. Obviously it's all girls, so I was focusing. And like, you know, teachers were like really supportive, and once I did tell them that I wanted to do medicine, like they really did help me, you know, helping my personal statement and, you know, advising me what to do, and you know, like really having that support out there. And like we also got lucky that it was only my year, but my school actually paid for a group of us that wanted to do medicine to do a UKCAT course, so that also really helped. So I got like free resources. Yeah, like that's kind of what helped me with my success. That, you know, yes, I did come from living on an estate, but the school that I got into kind of, you know, put me in the right environment to, you know, help me get into medical school. And obviously me even getting into medical school, I guess I managed to get the grades, and my UKCAT was good, and obviously my personal statement was good. I did well in my interview, but it's also a bit of luck, I guess. My journey to medicine was pretty smooth sailing. I got in my first time, managed to get 3 out of my 4 even though Leicester flipping rejected me, but that interview was pants, so I can't even blame them. And I got into my first choice anyway. Like I did want to go to King's, so I definitely did get lucky, but it's a mixture of working hard and luck. I just want to kind of put it out there that everyone's journey is different. Like some people in the first time and others get in after like the third attempt. My experience was just working in a GP for 1 week, and you know, there was people working in Tanzania for like a month. Like it actually doesn't matter what you do, because at the end of the day, you know, not everyone's gonna have like that luxury of being able to fly out wherever and, you know, help disadvantaged kids. Like it's just not possible. Like I didn't have that means, I didn't have that money to do that. It's more like what you take from that experience. It doesn't really matter what you do, it's just what you learn from it, and you know how it kind of links into when you're going to be a doctor. Also kind of acknowledging that medicine, one, it's a really long course, but it's a demanding course as well. It's not like other courses where the contact hours are short. Like medicine is very full on. Like there are long hours, there's a lot more work, a lot more studying, and I feel like what they kind of want from you is to like kind of realize that you understand that it's a demanding course, that it, you know, requires a lot of dedication, and you know, just trying to do like a range of like showing like sympathy and empathy and just helping others, because like essentially that is what you're going to be doing when you're a doctor. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just kind of show like how I did get into medical school. I don't really think it's anything exciting in particular, but when I was applying to medical school, I didn't know anyone that applied to medical school. I was like the first one. I was doing it on my own, and I think it would have really helped me just to kind of hear someone else's story. And also I just want to remind you, like, just this is my journey. Everyone's journey is different. There's so many stuff that you can do with your personal statement and going into your journey in medicine. Like even on my course now, there's people that are literally like way older than me that have had careers before, that have worked in like, you know, like in the city and stuff, and decided that's not for me, that have gone into medicine. Like there's so many different routes and everyone has a different journey. Like it's crazy. I just kind of hope this helps, and if you haven't already, could you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.